My parents ignored what my 12-year-old son kept saying. Were we all making a huge mistake? My parents had always believed kids notice less than adults. They thought children had vivid imaginations and often misunderstood what was happening around them. So when my 12-year-old son, Ethan, kept saying something felt off about my dad, nobody took him seriously. He wasn't accusing Grandpa of doing anything wrong. He just kept saying, Grandpa doesn't smile the same anymore. He looks sad even when he's laughing. We all brushed it off. My mom said Ethan watched too many emotional movies. I told him Grandpa was probably just getting older and feeling tired, but Ethan didn't stop. Every weekend after visiting my parents, he'd quietly ask, did you notice Grandpa barely touched his dinner? Or why does Grandpa always spend so much time alone in the garage? His questions were easy to dismiss, yet they kept coming, and each one made me wonder a little more. A few weeks later, we celebrated my parents' anniversary. The house was full of laughter, music, and family photos. Ethan walked over to Grandpa, hugged him, and whispered something in his ear. Grandpa froze for a moment before smiling and nodding. Later that evening, I noticed the two of them sitting together on the back porch, talking quietly while everyone else stayed inside. On the drive home, I finally asked Ethan what they had talked about. He looked out the window and quietly replied, I asked Grandpa if he was lonely. Those words stayed with me all night. The next morning, I called my dad. After a long silence, he admitted he'd been struggling ever since retirement. Without work, he felt like he'd lost his purpose. He smiled around the family because he didn't want anyone worrying about him, but inside he felt invisible. When I asked why he opened up to Ethan instead of the rest of us, he laughed softly. Because he didn't ask out of habit, Dad said. He asked because he truly cared. That conversation changed our family. We started visiting more often, invited Grandpa to coach Ethan's little baseball team, and made sure he was included in everyday plans instead of only holidays. Over the next few months, his genuine smile slowly returned, and so did the warmth we'd all been missing. Sometimes the youngest person in the family sees what every adult is too busy to notice. What would you have thought if a 12-year-old kept noticing something every adult missed?